Live from New York City, RadioIrish.com.
America's only Irish station, RadioIrish.com. That's what you're listening to, and we'd like now to draw your kind attention to the good charitable works of the Art for Healing Gallery of New York in the famous Hell's Kitchen district of New York. Indeed, that whole area is the coverage area of the Times Square Chronicles newspaper, the T2C. Sure, everybody in Hell's Kitchen reads the T2C, for crying out loud. Sure, isn't it the only newspaper that brings a sense of community to the 3 Times Square zip codes of 10018, 10019 and 10036? And you can also find your Times Square Chronicles online at www.t2conline.com. There it is. And it was on the back page of the Times Square Chronicles that I first saw the full-page ad for the United States nationally registered charity Art for Healing, Inc., the Art for Healing Gallery of New York. And you can visit the gallery online now at artforhealingnyc.org and read up about it yourself there. Now, the Art for Healing Gallery is located at 405 West 50th Street, New York City, just a hop, skip and a jump from Times Square itself there. So it's 405 West 50th Street, just a door or two away from 50th Street and 9th Avenue there, on the beautiful west side. Hell's Kitchen. Now, the resilience of the great people of New York to overcome the trauma of 9/11, to attempt to heal the heartbreak and mental and physical suffering that still affects thousands and thousands of people who were caught up in and around the horrors of that dreadful day. The resilience and life force of these people is now showing up like the buds on a spring flower, and blooming in the art that they themselves are creating and displaying. And through that art, some wonderful stories of rebirth are emerging, with the Art for Healing Gallery itself emerging as the centre for artists and people who wish to explore their artistic nature. Now, the Art for Healing Gallery is also attracting the attention of some of New York's most collectible artists. And there are also a variety of emerging artists being given the opportunity to exhibit their art at the Art for Healing Gallery, all of whom share with the public the healing powers of their artworks. And it was with great pleasure and interest and support that we attended an exhibit itself at the Art Gallery, festively titled Winter Reflections, taking place at the Art for Healing Gallery in Hell's Kitchen. Winter Reflections. And we spoke with artists Dorothy Krakauer, Marina Reiter, and Rosella Mocerino, all of whom are celebrated New York artists, and all of whom share that strong desire to bring healing to the great city of New York. And it was a wonderful treat to come face to face with one of New York's most collectible artists, an artist who travels to Venice, Italy, to paint on a regular basis in and around the haunting and mysterious masks of the Venice Carnival. The Italian artist Rosella Mocerino.
Yes, this Carnivale coming up will be my 25th year, 25th visit. I go there every year. I've had a couple of solo shows in Venice already, and this coming year I will have another show there. And my work is all based on the masks of the Carnivale.
Let's have a look around here at some of your paintings on exhibit here. Talk to me about this one now.
Okay, this is an actual number of a house, and when I passed that house there, I did see this bas relief, and I made it into what I call it my landscape painting. Because you're never going to see me do an actual painting of like a palazzo and a gondola in front of it. That's not my style. But this is my way of paying homage to a city that I love very much.
And why the masks, Rosella? What is the fascination with the masks?
Well, the masks, They make us feel free. We don't see who's under the mask. You don't know if it's male or female. And it has always attracted me, the mystery of the mask. And I still get to be able to, with my work, express a lot of emotions with mask wearing.
And talk to me now about the something I heard there. Somebody was telling me that you have a mask yourself and you wear a cape to some.
Yes. After just going for so many years to Venice and looking at the other masks and making paintings out of them, I'm little by little becoming a mask myself. I bought one of these really huge Victorian collars. I have a cape. I just got this boots, because you have to be a total to be a mask. So I just got boots with 3-inch high heels.
Platform boots.
Yes. Unfortunately, I wear glasses, so that's a little bit difficult. Sometimes you see people wearing glasses on top of a mask, but it doesn't really work. So I don't know what will happen there, but little by little, I want to have Casanova boots, pants that come up to here.
And let's just have a quick scan now of your paintings.
This is just off the press, just finished last week.
This is just finished last week now, and then again there's that number again, the number of the house.
Right. You will find, if you go to that house, you will find this. But there are 6 different sestieri in Venice, so you would have to know where. But I just like the whole idea of paying homage to a city that I love so much, and this is my way too. As a matter of fact, if you see, I'm even wearing a Venice t-shirt.
Ah, Venezia. And the artworks of Rosella Mucciarino can also be viewed at the Montserrat Gallery, 547 West 27th Street in New York City. Visit www.montserrat.us. We also enjoyed the photography of artist and photographer Dorothy Krakauer, who was born on the Indian Nations reservations at Columbia Falls, Montana. Dorothy is a world-travelled artist and co-founder of the famous Fountain Gallery of New York City, where she has served as curator for the Fountain Gallery Annual Celebration of Life benefit. Talk to me about the gallery. What is the importance of the gallery for you?
The importance of the gallery for me is that it gives artists a place to show and sell their work, and we also do wonderful programs for children, such as the children from Ronald McDonald House. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with that. These are children suffering from cancer. And we also do programs for children from Mentoring Inc., which is a program that helps children who are in foster homes waiting to be adopted. And we have done some programs with the City of New York to work with the elderly.
Oh, lovely now. And this is some of your own artwork here. It's photography. You're a photographer.
This is photography. Yes, it is.
And how difficult now is it to send that message to the public and to get them interested in funding the gallery and in getting involved in the gallery? Is it an upward struggle with the economy the way it is nowadays, or?
No, I don't think so. For some people it is, but many people are very generous, even in more difficult times. They may not give as much money, but they will certainly donate, and they will certainly show up to support the events. I think that's very important.
And where can people see your work on a regular basis, Dorothy?
They can see it here often, and right now it's in a couple of courthouse buildings, Supreme Courthouse buildings here in Manhattan, but that's by appointment only. And they see it in my apartment on West 44th Street and 9th Avenue. It's also on permanent display at JMC Framing and Gallery on 9th Avenue. So it's out in several places.
Well, we look forward to seeing it, and it's lovely to see you here tonight, Dorothy, and thank you very much for your time.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
And you can visit Dorothy Krakauer online at www.dorothyKrakauer.com. Coming up, part 2 of our visit to the Art for Healing Gallery in New York City.